start again. Feet hip width apart, arms up, draw your shoulders down. So I'm going to go sideways so you can see what we're going to do. So we're just going to set our shoulder position. So standing nice and tall, pull the tummy muscles in. And now I want you to reach your hands forward. Can you see I'm reaching forward? And then I want you to draw the shoulders back. So you're going to reach forward and draw the shoulders back. Reach forward and draw back. Reach forward and draw back. And one more, reach forward and draw back. Okay, so I'm just going to turn around. You stay where you are. We're going to check that those feet are pointing forward, and we're going to bend the knees, and as we do, we're going to press back with our hands. So I want you to feel the stretch across the chest here, and then you're going to lift up. Press back and lift up. So knees are going forward over the toes. That's it. And come back and up. So I want you to really use those arms. Imagine you're pushing your hands through water. So you're creating that resistance for the body. So you're really going to feel this work in the back, upper back and shoulders. We're going to do 2 more. 2, 1. And then from there, I want you just to lift the heels just off the mat. So just an inch off the mat there. Keep them in the air, and let's try and repeat the exercise. So we're now going down. Heels are off the mat and lifting up. Pull up through the tummy there. Press down and lift up. Press down and lift up. Good. So I can tell you it is challenging on the balance for me as well. Press down and up. Press down and up. And one more. Press down and up. Now I want you to lift up onto those toes. See if you can lift a little higher and hold for 3, 2, 1. And come down. If anything gets too challenging or you want to do this with a chair in front of you, please go ahead and do that, okay? So now we're going to bring our heels together. Okay, toes stay more or less where they are. Bring those heels together. Draw the tummy muscles in. Tuck the tailbone under. And let's think as if we've got a thread in the top of our head, lifting us up. So standing really tall, bring your arms back up. So arms are going to do the same movement, but this time as we bend, we're sending our knees out over our toes. So we've got external rotation of the hips and lift up. Bend and up. Bend and up. Bend and up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up. Now pull the tummy muscles in. Press your toes down into the floor and lift your heels just off the floor. So squeezing the bottom together, pressing the toes down. Now let's repeat the exercise. So we want to keep the heels together. Keep the back straight, but bend the knees. Take the arms back. And then lift back up and pull your inner thighs together. Bend. And lift up. Bend and up. Bend and up. We're going to do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Heels are still in the air. Squeeze the bottom. See if you can lift your heels any higher. Lift, 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 and come down. Well done. Now let's take those feet wide. Okay, we're turning out, and we're going to take the arms out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bend our knees, and we're going to bring our arms down, but we're going to take them behind us. Can you see? So they're going behind me. So again, I'm feeling the stretch in the chest and then lifting back up. Coming behind and up. Bend and up. So again, we're really emphasizing working the back muscles, the spinal muscles. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming up. Now let's lift our heels off the ground, just an inch. Okay, squeeze the bottom. We're going to try and repeat now. We're going to go a little slower so we can balance. Arms come down and lift up. Good. Bend and lift up. That's it. Nice and tall and lift up. Bend and lift up. We're going to do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up and see if you can lift those heels any higher. See if you can pull up through your center. Think of pulling up through the pelvic floor, all the way up. Energy going up through the top of the head there. Well done. And lower down. Wonderful. All right, just give those legs a little shake out. And now we're going to come back to our neutral position here. We're going to do a little bit more work through the legs, the ankles, thighs, glutes, the balance. We're going to do the prancers. So this is moving from one side to another. So I want you to start with your hands on your hips and just bend that right foot. Okay, now we're being very mindful today of not letting ourselves sink down in any way. So not letting the shoulders come down, not letting the hips go out. We're just going to keep thinking about trying to pull the opposite way to gravity. So lifting up here. Okay, so we've got our right foot here. We're going to press into that right foot to lift both heels up. And then you're going to lower down onto that left foot, but without letting the hip kick out. Okay, so you're really using your core. So push into the left foot, both heels up and lower down. So it's push and lower, push and lower. That's it, push and lower. So nice and straight with that spine. Push and lower, push and lower, push and lower, push and lower. Now keep that sense of lift. We're going to work the opposite arms now, or arms and legs. Okay, so you've got your right leg bent, your left arm in the air. Okay, and as we lift up, we're going to switch. Hand down, lift and down, lift and down, lift and down. Good. And down. So keep that going, standing nice and tall. So you're really working through the feet, the ankles, the legs, the bottom, the back, the arms and the shoulders. Everything is working on this one. Good. We're going to do 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. Well done. Shake those feet out. Okay, so next exercise. We're going to have our right leg bent, left leg straight, and we're going to maintain that lift through the center. We're going to take our arms out to the side, and then we're going to interlace the fingers and take the hands behind the head. And when we do this, I'm just going to go sideways to demonstrate. I want you to think with those hands that rather than you pulling yourself forward, you're reaching the head back into the hands. Can you feel how that makes that upper part of the body work? Okay, so standing nice and tall. We're going to breathe out and lift that knee up and breathe in to lower. Breathe out to lift. Breathe in to lower. Breathe out, lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good. 3, 2, 1. Now try and hold it there. See if you can take your arms out to the side, palms up to the ceiling for 3, 2, 1. Well done. And calm down. Let's do the other side. So same idea. Let's get ourselves set up properly. So tummies in. We're going to bring the hands out to the side, interlace the fingers, and then reach the head back into the hands. All right, open those elbows, and then we're going to exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, and lower. Lift, and lower. Lift, and lower. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Now try and hold it here. Take your arms out to the side. Turn those palms up for 3, 2, 1. Well done. And come down. Okay, roll those shoulders up, back and around. We're going to work the side of the legs now, side of the hips, side of the core. So again, standing tall. The whole session you are standing tall. Let's take the arms out. Face your hands towards me, and you're going to do a little lift and lower. Little lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. For 4, 3, 2, 1. See if you can hold it there. The leg in the air. Hold it up for 3, 2, 1. And come down to the other side. Okay, so leg out to the side, tummies in. Let's reset shoulders. Arms out for balance. Here we go. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the leg there for 4, 3, 2, 1. And come down. If you need to, just give those hips a little wiggle. All right, let's do the back now. So I'm just going to go sideways so you can see. We're going to have our right foot behind us, left foot forward. And we're going to keep our spine long, but we're slightly leaning forward, but from the hips, not through the spine. And then we're going to take our arms forward. That's just a counterbalance. Now think of reaching your leg out behind you. Okay, and then you're going to lift and lower. Nice straight leg. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, and come down. Let's do the other side. Okay, so again, reset the body, hips facing forward. A little tilt from the hips for the nice long straight spine. Arms forward. Reach that leg out behind you. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, and come in. Okay, again, let's take those legs wide. Let's just release the hips. So all you're going to do is sway your hips side to side. All right, over we go. Just taking them out. 10, 9, 8. So really feeling that stretch. 7, 6, 5. Keep standing tall. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Coming back. Now we're going to do those same movements, so forward, side and back, but we're going to have our hip in external rotation, so turned out. Bottom foot slightly turned out as well. So we're going to have that left foot turned out, right foot forward, and rather than lifting this way, think of your knee turning out so you can feel the movement in your hip a little. This is going to work the muscles of the lower back and the glutes, okay? And we'll take the arms out just for a bit of balance. You can have the arms slightly rounded like this, okay? And then we're lifting through the front. So think of lifting from your inner thigh, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Come down, change legs. So this leg slightly turned out, front leg, bend the knee and then turn the knee out. So think of the turnout coming from your hip, okay? And then think of a little lift through those arms and then bring them out. Here we go. Lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. Good. Standing tall. 4, 3, 2, 1. And come down. Now I want you to keep this little turn out. So it's like your feet are in a little V position. Take this leg to the side. We're going to lift the leg to the side now, but we're going to do it with the knee bent and think of the knee going up towards the ceiling. So again, we're turning out in that leg. Hands out to the side. Okay, and then it's a little lift, 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 lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. Change to the other side. Okay, so if you want, you can start that knee slightly soft and think of the lift coming from here. Okay, here we go. A little lift, 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 lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, and come down. Now we're going to do it with the leg to the back. I'm going to turn around so you can do exactly what I'm doing, okay? Or hopefully you'll do it better than me, but the idea is we'll have right leg behind us. Okay, the left leg is slightly turned out. The right leg is slightly turned out. I want you to imagine someone's lifting you from the inside of your thigh. So arms are out as well. Here we go, knee is bent. Lift and lower. Lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Was that okay? I hope so. Let's go on to the other side. All right, so right leg turned out. Weight in that right foot. Just take a moment to adjust. Arms out to the side, standing nice and tall, and then bend that knee, little lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done, and come down. Give your legs a little shake out. Lovely. Okay, so let's just come back to our standing position and we're going to do a little bit of work for the shoulders. And I've done this in a couple of other videos, a wonderful exercise for the upper part of the back. So you're going to bring those arms forward. You're going to bend at the elbows, elbows in line with your shoulders. So check you've got 2 right angles with those arms and now rotate back. Rotate as far as you can, but don't let this happen. We don't want to drop down. We want to be back, feeling the stretch of the chest. Okay, now you're going to lift your eye line, looking up towards the sky or the ceiling, and reach those arms up and back. And then circle all the way out. I'm going to do this one sideways so you can see what we're doing. So arms go forward. You bend the elbows. Keep the elbows high, but rotate those arms back. Now lift your eye line. Think of extending through the spine, lifting and reaching back and go as far back as you are comfortable going. If you want to go a little further like this, you can, and then circle the arms all the way back. So just work with what feels okay for you. Lifting up, bending the elbows. Good. Rotating the arms back. Lift the eye line, think of the neck extending. Eye line's looking up, so don't throw the head back. Think of long neck, reaching up and back. Reaching those arms up and back. Extending through that back. And bring the arms down. We'll do one more. Lift the arms up. Bending at the elbows. Good. Rotating those arms back. Now lift the eye line. That's it. Looking overhead, looking up. Reach, reach, reach. If you can, go a little further back if that feels okay. And then circle the arms all the way around. Well done. Let's bring the shoulders up, back, and around. Up, back, and around. Up, back, and around. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Okay, so getting into our stronger work now. We're going to start with right foot forward, left foot back. And I did this recently in a foot stability workout. Very, very good for working on our balance and our posture. So we've got both our heels down, both sets of toes are pointing straight ahead. And then you're going to lift the arms up once again, hands behind the head, pull your head back into your hands. Okay, so we've got that really nice posture. Now draw the tummy in, open your elbows. Now I want you to push into the toes of your left foot. Without bending your knees, you're just bringing the weight forward onto the right foot. And then you're going to gently lower back down. And it looks really easy, but as you know, if you're doing it, it's actually very challenging. So on the balance, so you're going to breathe out, press into the toes, and bring yourself forward. And then coming back. Good. And again, take a breath in, breathe out, coming forward. Breathe in to come back. And again, deep breath in. Exhale, pressing forward. Inhale, coming back. And exhale, pressing forward, holding it here, and taking the arms all the way out to the side and down to the side of the hips, keeping that sense of length through your back. And now we're going to bend both knees, and we're going to raise the arms up, up, up. You're going to go as low as you feel comfortable going, taking the arms as far back as you can, and then come back up, pressing the hands back. So inhale to bend, exhale to come up. Inhale to bend, exhale to come up. Good. Keep that balance. Then don't let your knees go in or out. Make sure your knees are tracking forward over your toes. And up. And one more. And up. Lift your hands back up. Interlace the fingers. Take the hands behind the head. And then lower that left heel carefully down, keeping your legs straight. Well done. Now let's take the arms out to the side. Let's turn the palms up. Okay, and let's bend that front leg, that right leg. So you're getting a little stretch in the calf muscle. That's it. Standing tall. Good. Now I want you to bend the left knee, coming down into this position. And now we're going to bring our arms forward. And we're going to do a little bit of rotation. We're going to keep this gentle, especially if you do have osteoporosis. You want to be very gentle here. So bow and arrow with your right hand. You're going to draw back the string on your imaginary bow and take the elbow behind you. So you're getting a little rotation. So you're sending your left arm forward, your right elbow back, and then you're going to open the hand out, the right hand out behind you, getting a little bit of rotation. If you feel you can balance, you can start to turn your head in that position, just your head, to look behind you. Good. Ooh, and come back. That's it. Then you're going to come all the way up, straightening those legs, and we're going to do the whole thing on the other side. So take your right leg back, left leg forward, square up your hips, okay, hands behind the head, fingers interlaced. So from here, take a breath in, breathe out, keeping your legs straight. You're pushing into the toes on the right foot and coming forward. And then you're going to inhale, controlling it, coming back. So keep your legs straight. This really is working the core, the back, the legs, the glutes, everything, pushing forward and coming back. So deep breath in, exhale to press forward, inhale to come back, exhale to press forward, inhale to come back. Exhale to press forward. Inhale back. Now you're going to exhale, press forward and take your arms out to the side for a little balance here. 3, 2, 1. Bring the arms down to your side. And now we're going to bend both knees and bring our arms forward and up. Dipping down, reaching the arms back and lifting up. Inhale to bend. Exhale up. Inhale, bend. Exhale up. Inhale, bend. And up. You're doing great. Keep that focus. And up. Good. Bend. And up, and bend, and up. Now take your arms back out to the side and up. Interlace your fingers, take your hands behind your head, pull your head back into your hands, and lower your right heel down. Well done. Okay, so from here, let's take our arms out to the side and bring them forward. We're going to do a little bend in both knees. So you've got to lift that back heel up slightly. And let's do our little bow and arrow sequence. So we're just going to do this the once. Left arm is going to pull back. So think of your chest turning to the left. Let your hips go with it. Okay. Opening that arm out behind you. Reach it out. Now think about reaching the hands in opposite directions. That's it. Good. If you can, turn to look back to that left hand. That's it. Good. 3, 2, 1. Bring that hand back, all the way back, and bring the feet in. And we're going to finish with a nice energizing sequence. So keeping your back nice and long, hinging at the hips. We're going to bend and extend. Bend and extend. Bend and extend. Bend and extend. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. I'm going to turn to face you now. And let's finish with a deep breath in, lifting the arms up. Exhale, stretching out to the side. Inhale up. Exhale out. And one more. Inhale up. And exhale out to this side. And thank you very, very much for joining me today. So that was standing Pilates for osteoporosis, osteopenia, and great posture. Please do press the like button. Please subscribe, because it really helps if I can grow my subscribers as well as my likes. And if you need to go, then I'll look forward to seeing you again soon. If you want to stick around for the chat, then I'm going to stay online for a few minutes for any questions you may have. All right, so thank you very much, and I'll come and talk to you now. Okay, everyone, I hope that was all right. As you could see, the light was going up and down and up and down. It's very, very sunny here in the UK today, and we're just going towards sunset. So that's why the light was changing a little bit on the camera, but I hope that didn't spoil your enjoyment. So just to let you know, there was about 120 of you working out together today, which was a lovely, good class. So very much enjoyed that. I'm going to whiz to the top of the chat. I'd love to know what you thought of the class today. I created it to kind of really work on postural muscles, so those spinal muscles. Thank you, darling. So my husband's just bringing my notes in. Yes, lots of the exercises today were to work on your postural muscles, because for all of us, and this is regardless of whether someone has osteoporosis or not, for all of us, these last couple of years have seen a real increase. I've noticed it even when I sit like this, an increase in rounded shoulders and rounded posture forward. And it's not good. We really need to be standing up more, really stretching through the chest, working the upper back. So everything we did today was focused on elongating the spine, stretching the spine out, creating strength, and really working all those postural muscles, as well as, I know you can feel, the leg and glute muscles and hip muscles. So I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, so let me know what you thought. Okay, so I'm just going to whiz to the top of the chat and have a look at the questions and also who's here today. So I can see Myrna's here. Myrna, big kiss to you. Lovely to have you here with me live. You're walking your doggy, which is lovely. I'll be walking my doggy straight after this today. So nice to have you here. Hello to Mary Sidebottom. Mary, lovely to have you. Thank you for joining us. And Cheryl, hello, Cheryl, excuse me, Cheryl from Virginia, who I love. It's like I know all your handles now, Cheryl from Virginia. And Cheryl says, love the first Mondays of the month. I love being able to do this live in the States. Yes, you know what, guys, it'd be really good if you could let me know what you might like to see next month. Because I'll try and do the first Monday. Well, I will be doing the first Monday of every month, bar a national holiday or anything like that. And today was a seniors class, but maybe you don't want a seniors class next time. Maybe you would like something else. So let me know in the comments below so I can make a plan for you. It's lovely to have you all here. I must say, it seems like ages since we got together. So going down the chat, I want to say hello to Alison Glapper. Alison says, thanks, Rachel. Looking forward to the class. Greetings from Menomonee, Wisconsin, across the pond. Hello there, across the pond. Lovely to have you here. Hello to Mary Sidebottom, whose name we love, don't we? It's a wonderful name. Hello to you, Mary. Thanks for joining me live today. I want to say thank you to Cheryl for her very generous donation. Thank you, Cheryl. Lovely to have you here. Hello to Jill Dancer. Jill says, hi, Rachel. Looking forward to the workout, and I've donated via a bank transfer for some coffees. Thank you very much for those coffees. They really help. So I don't like to ask, but I just want you to know that all the coffees I get, all those donations, they go towards me being able to do more of these live sessions for you. So any donations are very gratefully received. Thank you. Myrna, thank you for your donation. Much appreciated. Jill, thank you for those coffees that you sent me. Hello to Lily Mars. Lily says, hello, Rachel Cohen and all my Pilates buddies, and especially Boo. It's a cloudy day here on the Costa del Sol, but I've made it back in time for my ukulele group. Well, I hope you really enjoyed that session today, Lily, because we did lots of shoulder and upper back work, which is great for anyone that plays a musical instrument to really kind of open up the front of the body. So lovely to have you here. I know there's a few of you keen to see Boo, so we may get her in at the end of our chat just to say hello. So I'm going to whiz down the chat. Say hello to Rona Stevens. Good afternoon, Rona, in sunny Milton Keynes. Yeah, it's lovely and sunny in the UK, isn't it? It's really, really fabulous at the moment. And thank you for your donation, Rona. Much appreciated. Sandra Eric, thank you for your donation, Sandra. Lovely to have you here. Thank you for that lovely emoji with the kiss. That's really fabulous. Good. Becky Stive, hello Becky, nice to have you here. Says, I love working out with you. You make everything so clear, especially when I'm upside down and I can't see the TV. I love that. Well, that's wonderful. Thank you very much, Becky. And SW, hello SW, thank you very much for your donation today. I love your little emoji rolling around. That's very, very cute. Good. SW, you have a question. So anyone who's got any questions, pop them in the chat now, because I just worked my way down. So SW says, just did the perimenopause video. For the move that the knees are slightly lifted from the floor, is there a modification to keep the knees happy? Let's see, knees slightly lifted from the floor. I think that's the plank. Is that the plank one? I'm just trying to think what I did. There's so many videos now and so many exercises. I think you mean the knees just off the floor. Do you mean this one? This one where we lift up. It's very difficult if you've got issues in your knees. It's very difficult to keep the knees happy when you're kneeling. So sometimes it's best to avoid it. Or you keep the knees off the floor all the time and you can take legs back and bring them in. Obviously, that's more challenging on the core, but it doesn't put any pressure on the knees. So that would be my suggestion. If that's the correct exercise, I hope it is. Let me know below. Otherwise, just leave it out, because if you've got arthritis in the knees or any difficulties in the knees, putting weight on them in those kind of positions, generally, if they don't like it, it means don't do it. Just leave it out. That's the best thing. And make sure that you do my knee video. So I've got 3 videos for the knees now. Pilates for painful knees, Pilates for very painful knees, and I have another Pilates for the knees with a cushion, which is really good for strengthening the inner thigh muscle. So do check out those, and make sure if you do have a knee issue that you are putting one of those videos in your weekly sessions, okay? Okay. Linda Cornish, hello Linda. Linda says, oops, I missed the start, so we'll revisit tomorrow. Watching Rachel, now I know that keeping my arms up behind my head is quite a strain. What would work as an alternative? Thank you. Okay, so an alternative position, Linda. So we had the arms up here. So if you do find that too challenging, you've got a couple of options. You can do what I call the Aladdin arms. So that's to cross your arms one way or another at this position, okay? Or you can have the hands across the chest like so. Or if it's too much, you can take the hands behind you, rest them here, but open those elbows out. And you can see that that also gives you that sense of opening here, but without the strain of lifting. So I would say this one is a good one. Yes, arms down, but across the back of the sacrum, or across the sacrum there. And that will still give you that little chest stretch, Linda, that we were, that's why I put those in. So it's to open out the front of the chest and shoulders. So I hope that works. Try that, Linda, and let me know how you get on. Lisa Kay, thank you very much, Lisa, for your very generous donation. I really appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. And thanks for the lovely messages, everyone. They are really, really fabulous. Jackie Hanley. Hello, Jackie. How are you? Says, thank you. That was helpful. Sylvia Mears. Hello, Sylvia. Thank you very much for your donation today. Sue DePinto says, hello, amazing. Rachel Kerwin, Boo, Pilates buddies. Late joining, but just as well with balance issues. I have to watch first. May have to cheat a bit, stand next to a chair or a wall. And Sue, that's absolutely fine. For anyone who found that too challenging, you can do it with a chair in front of you, or you can do it with one hand on a chair to the side, or do it with both hands on a chair in front of you. It's fine if you feel you need that for your balance, not a problem. The main thing is that we really work on that posture. Yeah, because first and foremost, we want to get those spines nice and upright. We want to build that strength in your back. Okay, so that's the priority. If the balance is a bit tricky, use a chair to assist you. That's absolutely fine. And if you repeat this, you'll find with your balance, it will get better. Balance is one of those things that I think we've talked about it before, haven't we? But as we get older, the two things that tend to go first or start to be more challenging, should we say, are balance and coordination. That's why I put a lot of those sorts of movements in our senior Pilates classes. So for example, today we're having to work opposite arm and leg in those Prancers, and a lot of the balance work with the heels off the floor. All of that is to challenge your balance, because if you don't practice it, you will lose it. And I know that for myself as well. I have to do a lot more work on my balance now than I used to. All right. So make sure you do challenge yourself with those and have something nearby if you feel you're worried about falling over. Of course, have a chair nearby, but do keep working on it. Okay. The phrase use it or lose it, I'm afraid, is very true as we get older. You've really got to keep working that body. So don't give up. Just keep going and do what you can. Lovely to see you here, Sue. Thank you very much for joining me today. Okay, so going down, I'm going to say hello to Sandra. Sandra Eric, who says, another wonderful workout, Rachel. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Sandra. Thanks for coming. Robin Newton says, your timing was perfect. I really need to work on posture and balance at 63. I'm a bit shaky and my leg strength has declined. Okay, Robin, so this one is a really good one for you to come back to and do again. So what happens is, when I finish the stream, the live stream, I just edit the front of the video and it'll be on YouTube, and then you can come back to it anytime you want. I will put this one into the seniors playlist, and I'll also put it into Pilates for injuries and medical conditions for anyone who's got osteoporosis. You'll find it there, but if you just click on videos, it'll just show you all the videos I've done recently. So also find it there. And yeah, don't worry about the old shaky legs, Robin. We all have that. So when they're shaking, that means they're being challenged, and that's good. Yeah, that means that you are really working those muscles, and that's what you want. Okay, so don't worry, just think, okay, noted, and come back to it, which is good. So I'm glad you found the timing perfect. Mary, hello, Mary Sidebottle says, wonderful class. I love some different movements, especially lifting the leg front, side and back in turnout. Can't balance in second, but we'll keep trying. You are great, Rachel. Oh, thank you so much, Mary. Yeah, I'm glad you like those. I thought I'd put in a bit of external rotation of the hips. They're quite balletic, those movements, but functionally, they are really, really good for building up the glutes And what a lot of people don't realize is your glutes really do weaken from sitting down a lot. And this is not age related. This is across the board. A lot of people, I've met people in their 20s with very weak glutes. So that's why, again, all that work where we've got the leg behind us and we're keeping it straight and we're lifting it, or we've got the leg behind us and bent and we're having to lift, that's all working the back of the body, the back of the hips and the glutes. So glad you enjoyed that, Mary. Thanks for letting me know. Really appreciate that. Leotie Bennett, hello Leotie, says bravo. Thank you very much. Kim B, thank you very much, Kim, for your fabulous donation today. Lovely to see you here. And that lovely emoji. Thank you. You're amazing too, Kim, because you've been with me a long time now, haven't you? I feel like I know some of you really well because we've talked online so many times. Jane Neal, hello Jane, says thanks, nice to be here live from Canada. Should we be doing any warm-up moves before starting any of your sessions? So Jane, you don't need to do any warm-up before you start my session. If you want to, then go ahead. I've got lots of like 10-minute videos which work as a warm-up. So if you feel you want to do a warm-up, you can. But I tend to incorporate warming up the body into the whole class anyway. So it's not like you have to come to the class and think, oh, I must do something before I do the class. It's all in there for you. That's why today we started off slowly and then built up to the deeper exercises. So no, you don't have to do a warm-up, Jane, but if you feel you want to do an add-on, then I would look in my playlists, which are 10 minutes long, 10 to 20 minutes long, or I also got one which is 5 minutes, and they have little exercise routines in which warm up the body, okay? But generally, no, it's all in the video. It's all in. So I design each class to include that. And Pilates is one of those, it's an exercise discipline that basically warms up the body as we do it, because we tend to progress in difficulty as the class moves on. So we start off with smaller functional exercises and then we get into the more challenging work. So I hope you enjoyed that, Jane. Anyway, thank you very much for coming. Okay, Patty Smith. Hello, Patty. Lovely to have you here. Thank you very much for your donation, Patty. Sylvia Mears says, good session for me and my shoulders, as well as balance, which I've neglected. Reminded me of the first session I ever did, standing Pilates for seniors. That got me hooked to your channel 2 years ago. Oh, thank you, Sylvia. I can't believe it's been 2 years since we did that video. It was really strange because that video I just did sort of off the cuff one day, thinking, oh my goodness, we're in a lockdown. What are my senior class going to do? How are they going to manage? So I put together that video, and now I think it's one of my most popular videos. It's 2.7 million views or something like that now, which is incredible. So thank you, Sylvia, and so lovely that you're still here. You're still with me. So glad you enjoyed it. Jackie Hanley says, really like these senior classes, my level, exclamation mark. Well, I'm really glad to hear that, Jackie. Thank you very, very much for coming. Myrna, hi Myrna. Myrna's got a suggestion. I'm going to make notes of these suggestions as we go through. So if you do have a class suggestion, fire it over to me now on the live chat, because I make a note and I make a plan. So Myrna would like a core class live. We can do that, Myrna. Core class live. So that will be down on the mat. Okay, so I'm just going to put that down. Next time, suggestions. Anyone else got any requests? Pop them in the chat. Okay, I'm going to go shortly, so get them over to me now if you want to. Patty Smith says, hello from Portland, Oregon. Such a great workout. I love this live workout. Thank you. I do think my posture is improving, Rachel. I'm really glad to hear that, Patty. Well, that was a lot of work on the back. Oh, hello, doggy. Boo's just come in, so you may see her in a minute. Yeah, there was a lot of work on the back today, so that's where that came from. But Patty, I'm so pleased that you can feel that improvement. Cheryl from Virginia says, I enjoyed this very much and found the exercises very helpful. Good. Jill says, fantastic workout. Loved it. Next one, another seniors workout, please. Okay, so I'm going to put that on my suggestions list. Hello, do you want to come up? Sorry, I've got a little doggy here. Can you see? Do you want to come up? Come up and say hello to everyone. Come on then. Here she is. For the Boo fans, here's Boo, or I call her Boogaloo. She'll start licking my face because she wants to go out for her, you know what. W-A-L-K. I don't say the word because she'll go crazy. Okay, you're just going to sit tight just for a minute, Boo. That's a good girl. So going down, Rona Stevens says, that was a good class. Really pleased with how much steadier I was from the last time. Well, there you go, Rona. You see how much you've improved, which is superb. Leotie Bennett says, missed the first part. We'll do tomorrow. I like the senior classes. I have a torn rotator cuff, so I don't use weights. Tips for magic circle. Okay, tips for magic circle. I shall put that on. I don't know how many of you have got a magic circle, but we could do a magic circle workout live if you have one. So maybe that's something to think about buying yourselves. They're not super expensive. You can get them on Amazon. And they're really good for, you can do a lot of upper body work with a magic circle, as well as a lot of core work. So thanks for that suggestion, Leotie. Cheryl from Virginia says, please keep the senior emphasis on Mondays. Sadly, many of the Friday sessions this year have left me in the dust. Oh, I seem to be stuck between beginner and intermediate. And thanks again, Rachel. No problem. That's fine, Cheryl. I'm going to put seniors for Mondays. That is absolutely fine. Kimberly says, good morning from Bellingham, WA. Enjoyed the great workout. So good for weight bearing and toning. I want to work on this. So thank you. And you've got a lovely little picture of Boo there. Looks like fabulous. And the sunflower. Thank you, Kim. Patty Smith says, Rachel, I have both knees and one shoulder replaced. Whoops, Daisy. Sorry, my chat has jumped up. Where's it gone? Goodness me. Okay, sorry, going down to Patty. I had both knees and one shoulder replaced. Another shoulder needs replacing. I cannot put any weight on my shoulders. Any ideas for upper body strengthening without body weight? Well, a lot of the exercises, Patty, we do in the seniors, you know, where we're standing, we're having to hold the arms up, rotate the arms back, hold the arms out, circle the arms. All of that will strengthen your upper back without weights and without putting undue pressure on those shoulders. Okay, so I would say anything where we are having to hold the arms out, really good for the body. And all the senior work, Patty, all the senior videos have an element of upper body work, upper body training without weights, because I know that generally that is an issue for seniors. And equally for someone who's had a shoulder replacement like yourself and the knees, you're amazing. You're a bionic woman, Patty. All those videos are okay for you, but just be careful to modify within your range, because obviously if you've had knee replacements, your range can reduce slightly, and the same with a shoulder replacement. It's still very functional, but you might not quite get the range. Okay, so any work where you're holding the arms out, you're bringing them up, out, this kind of work. I've got lots of arms and ab workouts. They're all good, but if you keep to the seniors playlists, they should work for you. Okay, Patty, I hope that helps. BK says, fabulous class for those of us with osteoporosis. Love having it at a convenient time here in St. Paul, Minnesota. Thank you. You're very, very welcome. Okay, so Jackie Hanley says, hi, my neck and shoulders and lower back, not good. So this really helps. My mum had osteoporosis. Okay, Jackie, so you may have it in your genes, who knows? Osteoporosis is a lot more common than people realize. And it does tend to affect women a lot more than men, women over 50 generally. So this kind of workout that we did today, really, really good for strengthening the muscles, all right? And obviously, if you do have it or your mother's had it, might be good to just check with your doctor that you're taking in. You've got enough vitamin D, calcium, things to keep those bones really strong, okay? So I'm really glad you enjoyed the workout though. Teresa Helbron, hello Teresa, who's watching from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Sue DePinto says, my balance has improved so much since I started your classes in May 2020. I lost a balance nerve from brain surgeries, and I can vouch for the efficacy of Pilates. Well, Sue, thank you so much for that. That really, really does help when I hear things like that, because I really believe in Pilates. I know it really works for me, but to hear it from someone, and I know we've talked about your brain surgery before, you've worked so hard at getting yourself back and getting your balance back. I'm really glad to hear you really feeling those improvements now. That's absolutely wonderful. Robin Newton says, I'm also in Winnipeg. Hello, Robin in Winnipeg. Lily Marr says, YouTube didn't start the workout. I thought there were technical difficulties. Finally, I refreshed the page. And long story short, I'm late to the chat, but my back and shoulders feel great. That's wonderful. So going down the chat now, Stephanie Langton says, great class. Thank you, Rachel. Good for those glutes, something I need. Very good. Lily says, Rachel, could you do a short video demonstrating the foot and arm positions for ballet? You sometimes refer to them, and I'm not sure if I remember them correctly. I will, Lily. Let me make a note. Video on ballet, arm and leg positions. Maybe we'll do a little ballet video at some point, Lily, and I can put those in. Because yes, I do incorporate those in a little bit, don't I? Yes, so noted. Thank you very much. Indeed. Myrna says, Kerwin, it'll be 2 years this month with you and Rachel. Or what are you buying me? Oh, Myrna, we get a special shout out from me and from Boo here. Happy anniversary. Lovely to have you still with us 2 years later. Catherine, you're having problems with the chat. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Catherine. I'm not sure how I can help you on that, but you can always have a look. Oh, I see Kerwin's been replying to you. Wonderful. He's good at the tech stuff, so I'll leave that with him. Eva Sochoki says, is Pilates helpful if you have a hiatal hernia? I think it is. Are all of your classes for seniors? Okay, so Eva, first of all, yes, Pilates is very helpful for a hiatus hernia, but you do have to be careful which Pilates sessions you do. You don't want to be going into full-on intermediate Pilates. So in answer to your second question, are all of your classes for seniors? The answer is no. I have one segment of my channel which is focused on seniors, and then all the rest of the channel is for anyone, any age, whether you're 16 or 85. If you feel you can do it and it feels okay, it's for you, because Pilates was created to be a body conditioning exercise for everyone of any age. And Joseph Pilates was still practicing when he was age 87. So I target one section of my channel for seniors because I know there are a lot of people out there who are older, who need very specific movements. And Pilates doesn't always work for seniors. You have to make sure you pick the right exercises. In terms of your hernia, it's going to sound very odd when I suggest this, but I'm going to suggest to you a video which I know will help you. It's very low key and it will really target your core. And that's Pilates for the pelvic floor. So mat Pilates for the pelvic floor. That's for Eva. That will work on your breathing and a very careful engagement of the pelvic floor muscle and all the core muscles. And that's what you need to be doing when you've got a hernia. What you want to be avoiding is forcing yourself into any extreme abdominal exercises, because that's just going to aggravate it. You want to be thinking very much of drawing the abdominals in. So I would recommend everyone, if you haven't done it yet, go and do my mat Pilates for the pelvic floor, because the breathing method in it really, really wakes up your internal deep core muscles and is very beneficial, not just for any issues with the pelvic floor, bladder, etc., but also for a hernia. I've used it for people with hernias and it's been very effective. And then what I would also say, Eva, is while you've got your hernia, I would recommend you stick to standing work, beginner's work, or as I said, the pelvic floor video until you feel that you have got a little bit more control over the engagement of the core. Because with a hernia, what can happen, and I've seen it because I've worked with quite a few people with them, is they go into a sort of extreme exercise and they push out on their abdominals, and you don't want to be pushing out when you've got a hernia. You want to feel everything drawing in, everything coming to the center and pulling in and protecting that area. Okay, so have a look at that video, and then any more questions, Eva, come and ask me again on the chat next time. Okay, Catherine Blastura, hello, says, aha, that message went through. Not sure what I was doing wrong. Anyway, love the class, and I'm a huge fan of Rachel. Have you been recommending your classes to everyone? Oh, you've been recommending my classes to everyone you know. Well, thank you so much, Catherine. I really, really appreciate that. I want to flag off everyone that I do have a special playlist out for March. So that's 10 videos to do in March. You can do them all. You can pick the ones that appeal to you, or you can mix them up with your favorites. Okay, so I'll let you decide what you want to do. All right. SW says, could you add feet, ankle, and calf workout? Yes. Have you done my foot and ankle mobility workout, SW? Because that's a really, really good session. I recommend that. I do that a lot, working with the feet. But I will add that in and we will do another one. I'm getting a lovely wash from you, aren't I, Boogaloo? Okay. All right. So just going down the chat now. So we've got foot, ankle, and calf. Okay. And here we go. Oh, yes, Boogaloo. I just see what you're talking about. My husband's talking to Lily about what we call Boo. You can see she's just here. Delia Hart. Hello, Delia. Nice to have you here. Delia, excuse me, says, a great mix of balance and strength. I'd love a core class too, perhaps with a mixture of standing and on the mat. And great to see Boo. My white schnauzer, Snowy, loves seeing her too. Oh, hello to Snowy. Okay, so 2 requests for the core, and we'll do half standing and half on the mat. So maybe, guys, we'll do that one next month. Yeah, we'll do a core class live, half standing, half mat. If you don't want to do the mat, you can do the standing part. I would recommend you try them both. And what I'll do is I'll avoid flexion, which means if you have osteoporosis or you're just a little bit older, it'll work your core without rounding that upper back. Okay, so I'll make a note of that and we'll get that in for next month. Okay, so on that note, everyone, one more question. Delia Hart says, is it okay to do Pilates every day, Rachel? And may I ask you to do a session every day as you look, may I ask if you do a session every day as you look absolutely fabulous? Thank you very much, Delia. So the answers are yes and yes. Yes, it's okay to do Pilates every day because it is body conditioning. So we're not overworking any particular area of the body. And yes, I do Pilates every day. I tend to rest on Sunday, but other than that, I'll do, like, for example, today I've done 4 hours. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I've done 4 hours of it today because I've been teaching this morning as well. But generally, I recommend do between 10 minutes and an hour a day. You don't need to do more than an hour, though. More than an hour will not benefit you, okay? But try and aim for at least 30 minutes a day. That's quite a good number to hit. Most people find that achievable. And if you can't, just go and do one of my 10-minute videos. Okay. Thank you so much for those lovely compliments. Very nice indeed. Margaret Scott. Hi, Margaret. Thank you very much for your donation. And yeah, they really are great questions today, aren't they, Lily? Really super. Okay, everyone. Well, on that note, I'm going to go. I will be back in a month. All I need to do is just check the holiday times because we'll be around Easter. It's also my birthday around there. April the 1st is my birthday. So I will be here the first Monday of the month, assuming it's not Easter. So I'm going to check my diary after this, and then I'll let you know as soon as I can. I'm just going to get Boo up so she can say hello to all her fans. Say hello to everyone. Yeah, I know. Say hello. Look who's there. Look. Who's there? Who's there, Boo? No, she just wants to lick her mummies. There we go. All right, everyone. So it's lovely to see you. Take care. I'll see you live in a month. And look after yourselves, all right? Have a lovely day. Bye from me. Bye from Boogaloo. And we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.